Hey guys, Crypto Sniper back at you with the Ethereum. We're on a short time frame. We're comparing Ethereum to Bitcoin, and I'm just going through a couple of the aspects of why things are perking up and looking like we will go possible bull scenario again, which will be a great relief for many. It'll be good for the altcoins, but for now, a key component I need to highlight to you also is that when we are looking at the cryptos, we are also comparing an alternative to the currency realm. It is an alternative to the fiat nationalized indebted currency realm. So a quick flyby as to what's been going on in the dollar index. So we called a head and shoulders on the dollar index, particularly the dollar, which is the global world currency. So if there's one thing that is anti-crypto, it's strength in the dollar. If there's one thing that is going to be negative for crypto is like the rate rise. While many people wouldn't have thought it, I think it did have a small effect. We were in this rally period and cryptos were coming off during that period. This is very, very close to bear flag. You'll note today, big spill out for the dollar. It's actually the pound that's been relatively strong of the fiat, but the dollar has been really poor, and it has virtually made a new low to that hammer low. During that period, of course, Bitcoin against the dollar has regained ground. This was a nice impulsive move. Double bottom, that's your double bottom target waiting to be met. That's Bitcoin. Not bad at all performance. Note the inverted. I've already touched on this in previous clips with downside target and possible wind up here for upside target for this one. Although there's, as I say, there's a little dink down there. Making reasonable progress against the dollar. Better still against the dollar and comparing like for like on the same time frame. And you can see that squeeze has already made a target. In fact, it has run nicely ahead of a target and you made good progress. So if we compare Ethereum Bitcoin and we go back to a similar time frame, I'm going to take it right down to the 15 minutes for you. You'll see how we've done there. And what that's actually shown is that Ethereum is getting backing again after a very ropey period. So the scenario is either a dip down and then up here, or further upside towards running this funnel and making the target. That's the target of an inverted head and shoulders, left shoulder, logical round number straight level at the 280, big fat W head, and then a upside HVF to give you your break. Look at that, footsie with the key round level line and then a move up. That would take out that funnel. So that's both Ethereum and the dollar against the dollar and Bitcoin against the dollar. Let's look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So here is both the double bottom, that's your neckline of your double bottom. A lot of confluences of levels here. This is where the geometry is amazing. So let's just get out of the 5 minutes so that we don't go too tight on the chart. Get out of the 5 minutes, go to the 15 minutes. That was your downside. Look at your pattern. Look how perfectly it gets you out on a major spill off. Look how strongly you get a reaction initially before trading lower. Double bottom in the funnel. That was a previous pattern on the way up. Key level of significance that has now become support. I've shown this before, but it's just so important. There's the level there. So that gives you an idea of what's happening there. Then you've got the double bottom. That double bottom's target has now been met, and that's why we're having a bit of pushback and relax. Also, that target was just in this funnel that needs to be overcome. So we could churn for a while getting above this before eventually we break above it, and then that serves as support for us for staying above. Very, very good and easy to do. So that's a little bit about that. While we had this upside HVF, we made that target and we had a pullback as well. We had a little flat bottomed and I've recapped this, so I don't want to keep saying the same things again, but the target of so let's just go straight to the target of the inverted head and shoulders is higher than the double bottom, and it's on the other side of this funnel. So this implies if that's to be made, we need to break through the funnel and get to the other side. So that's the 12.4s need to be run for that. We've already had one reversal target now made to the upside, plus we've had one continuation HVF in a new trend, first in a new trend, make its target and overperform. So it is encouraging, but this is going to be heavy mud now. This could take a while. There could be some pullbacks in this. This was the nice part of the move. This was the easy part, I say. Easy in inverted commas. It never feels easy when you're experiencing it, but that's that. That would have been like that. That's your bull flag leg, and you want another. Grab that line like that. Post it from the bottom. There you go. Target made, bull flag, target made, double bottom, target made, HVF to the upside. That's your geometry of all your patterns. You will churn and it will not be such easy sailing. I took a little bit off here so that I can get back in if it pulls back a little bit lower. That's the game we're playing. We needs to wind up, get a little bit strong to get through the hard, thick mud that waits above, and that'll get us to the inverted head and shoulders targets later and through the funnel. That'll be key because when we come back in to this funnel level, it'll now serve as support as opposed to the heavy resistance. We can have the heavy mud behind us instead of in front of us. Okay, so that's my take. A quick roundup. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum's been one of the best performers, especially of a proper liquid coin today, and that is really comforting for us all. Long may it last. It might bring the altcoins back. As yet, most of the altcoins just, perking slightly, but not getting too ahead of themselves. So there's a lot of dollar weakness, and it's helped Ethereum the most. And Bitcoin, but Ethereum the most. So it brings money back into the cryptos. The pound also got a bit of a bid. I'm sure there's some news driving that. I haven't followed it. Theresa May, first parliament, etc., etc. Lots of promises, lots of drama there. Don't really care too much about that, if I'm entirely honest. And we'll find out in due course what was the driver when I'm semi-curious about that. Okay, that's it. I'm going to finish up here, and I will talk to you later. By the way, quick reference, go to contact us on the Market Sniper. So if you go to the marketsniper.com, you click on contact us. There you go. You can get in touch, book a chat to see if crypto trading will be good for you and find out more about our offering here, how we get on the right side of the markets, occasionally by balance of probability assessment, the amazing point of methodology and mindset, combining with the ideal market, a methodology that is trend-based and continuation-based in an ever-expanding, growing crypto market that benefits from all the weakness in the fiat markets. Isn't it time you got that additional multiple over what you might get by doing it all yourself? Is it worth an investment to get an additional multiple over what you could get? I think it is. You can check whether it suits you and whether it could work for you by checking in for a chat with me. With that, I love you and leave you. Trade safe, trade small. Everything I say is not a recommendation.